My experience with
Hop into
Like,
it.
do you want to join soccer? Well, let's see what her
Okay, so I was just gonna say free gift card giveaway.
do you want to join like
Do you want to join soccer?
giveaway?
Not really.
I love soccer.
And also about soccer, I'm in.
My mom had me in physical activities before I was even able to comprehend the idea of free will. But that's not anything I'm complaining about. I really enjoyed most of them, and it got me being active really early in life. If mom didn't do that, I definitely would have just sat on the floor of my room and played with a light bright for 15 years. When I was 4, my mom was like, "Alright, up and at 'em, future diva! Time to get those feet a-tapping!" Since I was so young, I really don't remember anything about dance classes. I know we had a tumbling part where we would spin around or do somersaults. And I think there was a giant foam cheese wheel I would run full speed into. I don't know what that was all about. I also have this distinct memory that when I was on my way to class, I was chewing gum in the back seat, and for some stupid reason I took it out of my mouth and started playing with it, except it started sticking to my fingers the more I tried to get it off, and by the time mom opened the door to let me out, one dance recital I was doing this routine with other girls in front of the parents. I was in the center like the little queen I was, and apparently in the middle of the performance, the girl on the left froze up and stopped dancing. Megan, I swear to God, if you ruin my big moment, I'll put gum in your hair. I guess it wasn't that big of a deal, but there was a part where we had to start shuffling to the side, and she still wouldn't move. So what did I do to continue the show? I grabbed her tiny 4-year-old hand. We looked at each other, I nodded, and her eyes lit up with determination. We danced in sync for the rest of the show, hitting every step perfectly, and got a standing ovation from all the parents as we were showered by flowers. Just kidding, I started pushing her as I was dancing because she was in my way.
Yes! Yes! Like, move, girl, move!
After blowing it out of the water and becoming too good at dance with gum webs and shoving away the competition, I dropped it and started cheerleading. And I don't remember anything about that era at all. My parents could be like, "No, you never did cheerleading." And I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." One time getting out of my dad's car to go to practice, I slammed the door onto my thumb and was like, "Oh!" Dad! And that's it, that's all I got for you. It doesn't have anything to do with cheer at all. But here's a picture of me doing some cheer thing for proof I did it. And also, here's my thumb. Yes, I still have it. Next up was gymnastics. That was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. Not because we were doing a bunch of crazy flips and spinning around bars. Nah, I was just a freaking pussycat. I was so bad at everything. I was the first to fall over with the wall handstands. I couldn't do a single pull-up. Still can't. I didn't know why people kept yelling, "Stick it at me." Yeah, stick it to the man. I was so wimpy and bad, I was the kid the coaches had to pull aside during practice and be worked on one-on-one. While everyone else was having fun in the foam pit, I was taken off to the side to work on not being a failure. Jaden, lean back. I'm spotting you. We're gonna do a back bend. No, I can't do it! Just lean back. My arm is right here. I'll never! I have no reason to trust you! Stick it to the man. I didn't spit in anyone's face. But I was never able to do a back bend because I trusted no one and thought I'd just fall over and die. I was a woke 6-year-old. Already knew not to trust anyone but myself. Aren't you the one who slammed your own thumb into a car door? And then one time, I was at a friend's house jumping on her trampoline, and I landed on my knees weird and somehow spun it into an excuse to stop gymnastics. Yay, quitting! Not a prodigy-born gymnast? Well, alright then, how about soccer? I played soccer for a long time, just like everyone else has, and actually really enjoyed it for a while. My first team was called the Pink Panthers, because our uniforms were hot pink. I was the nerd of the team that kept a stuffed animal Pink Panther in my soccer bag for good luck. It didn't work, we sucked butt. But it was still a lot of fun. Coincidentally, one time we played against another team that was also pink. They were called the Pink Panthers. Oh, really?
Alright, Pink Panthers. We've got a big game this weekend against the Pink Panthers. Well, it sounds like we win either way. All the parents would be trying to cheer for us, but it was pretty confusing because it would just turn into, "Go Pink Go hot Pink Panthers! Come on, light Pink Panthers, you got this! Don't pass it to the other team, that's your own goal!" Whatever. I ended up not liking soccer after a while because everyone was getting more and more intense about it. We can destroy them, Amelia! Kick their shins! Yellow cards are just warnings!
Oh my god.
How about we just have fun, guys? I couldn't keep up with the burning hunger for victory everyone else started developing, and I started getting really scared. Whenever there was a one-on-one charge to the ball, I would run at full speed to look like I was dedicated and wanted to win. But at the last second, I just run past him because I didn't want to get plowed or kicked in the face. And then I kept running and ran all the way home. Call me selfish, but I wasn't taking a soccer ball to the face for this madness. I wasn't that devoted to the team. Like, I don't mind losing. During soccer, I also tried karate for a couple years, and enjoyed that too. Until it started getting more extreme and everyone was gaining an undying thirst for intensity again. Hey, this is kind of fun. There isn't much to say here. I enjoyed it for a long time. My brother and I were in the classes together. That was some fun sibling bonding time. Yeah, we participated in little tournaments where we would perform our forms and spar each other. Sometimes we would have to perform forms to music, and it was like a little dance recital, except without any 4-year-olds that needed to be shoved off the stage. And I'm not going to show any footage of those tournaments because it's very embarrassing, and I don't need that on the internet. Finally, in 6th grade, I dropped everything and started up tennis, which was the first sport I actually got the hang of and loved. I even joined the high school team, which was cool. One time when we were practicing after school, the guys' track team was doing warm-ups by the courts, so they were all lined up behind the fence in the sitting area. It was pretty chill. We were doing our own thing and stuff, but every once in a while, one of them would make a stupid comment like, "Yeah, you go girls. Come on, hit it harder." No one took note of them because they were just pesky boys and we were too busy kicking butt. But at one point, I smacked the ball hard enough that it bounced and stuck right into the fence where one of their faces were. I don't like showing off in front of guys or people or anything. That's not at all my thing. I can be attracted to all genders, which is normal and not a big deal, and would still rather just stand in a dark corner and not draw attention to myself and be invisible. But the shock on his face and the fact he stumbled back a bit out of surprise, freaking hell yeah. That made me feel like All Might for a sec there, with his sassy attitude and taking no bull from anyone. Haha! I am here! Little side story. Tennis practice in the Arizona summers were freaking brutal. It would be 116 degrees outside and we would be playing for 3 hours. There were points where people would be in the middle of a match, go off to the side to throw up, and then get right back into playing.
I can't tell you what to do or what not.
15 love? And that's it. That's all the sports I've been involved in during my lifetime so far. I'm glad I have all those experiences because I feel like they gave me a lot of spice and variety to my life during those times. It's really important for your health to keep active, and I had a lot of fun just being a kid running around and doing sports and feeling great. And now I do nothing but sit behind a computer and draw for 11 hours straight. The end.
Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. This is awesome. This is awesome. And let me know what sports.
I'm not too.